FSN Radio. It's all about what's next. Go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com and sign up for your free weekly newsletter. You'll also get 3 free reports. The Financial Survival Network. It's all about what's next.
Welcome back. You are listening to the Financial Survival Network. It's Kerry Lutz, and big news from Chicago right now. U.S. Mint issuing a new gold coin, but I'll let Barry Stuppler tell you the news. Barry, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Kerry. It's always nice being on your show. And I'm right in the heart of the action. I'm right here in Rosemont, Illinois, which is right outside the O'Hare Airport at the Convention Center, and it's a lot of excitement. The U.S. Mint released yesterday the 50th anniversary gold Kennedy half dollar. This is the celebration of the 1964 Kennedy half. It's the 50-year anniversary, and it met a lot of popular demand. The Mint expected substantial demand, and they actually limited 1 coin per person for delivery, both in Rosemont here as well as in Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., and at the Denver Mint. And it's just a lot of excitement. The coin weighs about three-quarters of an ounce of pure gold. It's being released by the Mint at $1,240. The actual gold content's about $975, and they're limiting 1 to a client, and therefore everybody is standing in line. My room at the Hilton Hotel overlooks the convention center, and last night around 1 o'clock and the night before around 1 o'clock in the morning, people were lining up to buy these coins, and the first 500 people will get a coin, and then from that point on, they wait for the next day. And a lot of activity on the trading floor. These coins are being released at $1,240, like I said. But as soon as you buy them, there are dealers there prepared to buy them back from you at almost a little over double that price, around $2,500. And then they take them to get them certified by PCGS or NGC. They put them up on eBay for about $3,800 to $4,500. And a lot of people who remember Kennedy and the original 1964 half dollar are buying them and investing them. It's probably one of the worst investments I've ever seen in numismatics, but they're lining up to buy them. So it's just interesting to watch the line move and to watch the excitement on the floor, watch the excitement of the grading service, and realize the Mint has created this by limiting, obviously, 1 to a person. Plus, you can buy them on the Mint website for the original issue price of $1,240. They won't carry a big premium because they're not going to be certified first day of issue at any of the mints. But if you want a Kennedy coin, I would recommend that your listeners buy one off the website. You can buy up to 5 at the issue price of $1,240, as opposed to paying $4,000 or so for a first day of issue certified coin at on eBay or on the internet. So it's not a good investment at $4,000, but you may want to buy 1 or 2 if you're a Kennedy fan and would like to own 1 or 2 just for a keepsake. But it's not something that I would necessarily recommend they invest, even at the $1,240 price.
So you got more action going on there for a Kennedy, a gold Kennedy half dollar than you got for a pair of new Michael Jordan Nikes, huh? Yeah,
I think so. Well, there was only one Michael Jordan Nikes being issued at the time that they issued it. But here you've got, an average of 2,000 coins a day at the 4 different locations for 5 days. So that's going to keep the market hopping. There's enough quantity out there, to have a good action market. But all the action right now is on the buy side. You have to wait a couple months to start seeing the action on the sell side.
That's crazy, though, because, I mean, yeah, you're paying like a huge premium. And certainly if you go for, if you buy it, it's just nuts to buy it on eBay, but I guess people think they're buying a piece of history, right?
Well, I think that the reason the premium is there is because it's first day of issue. The grading services, both PCGS and NGC, which are the major grading services, are certifying this. They're getting them out relatively quickly. And And because they're first day of issue and they receive it on the first day, they're able to put a special label on them. That's what people are paying for, is a special label.
Oh, there's a label?
If you want the coin, if you want the coin, that's a different issue. You can buy it on the mint, and it might take you a month or 2 months to get them, but you still own them, and you own them at the issue price. And the excitement is the label. The excitement is getting it the first day of issue, getting the label, and the market goes nuts for things like that. And it never holds up. It typically always sells off. I mean, it's the type of thing where a year from now they'll probably be trading the ones that were sold on eBay for $4,000, unless something miraculously happens to gold between now and a year from now. They'll probably be selling for $1,500 or less. So it's just initial demand and being the first one on the street to have one. So It's one of those crazy things. I'm in the process of writing an article, The Biggest Disaster in Numismatics in 2014. I'll put it up on our website probably in the next couple of days, but tries to explain what the features were, what the real market is about, and why you don't want to be paying $4,000 for one of these coins.
Yeah, if you got $4,000, Barry, where should you put it now?
There's a lot better. I mean, if you like new issues, there's the Buffaloes. You can buy the 2008 Buffaloes, 2009 Buffaloes. You can buy proof, deep mirror cameo proof Eagles for $2,000. I mean, there's a lot better new issues. If you want something that's a new issue, a 2014 coin, the Buffaloes, the Eagles, and proof are trading at half that price or less. I mean, if you want something that has a proven track record, you want to look at St. Gaudens or Morgan Dollars, something that has, that's 100 years old, that's brilliant uncirculated and just gem quality. And you can get a lot nice quality coins. You can get an MS-66 St. Gaudens for under $4,000. I mean, that's something that's, dated 1908 or 1924, and it's a proven track record of appreciation. It's a lot better than buying a 2014 Kennedy half, that's for sure.
Yeah, people just get so enthusiastic. It's like auction fever, They just lose all sense of proportion. And why? For what? I just don't get it. I am missing something.
This happened last year here also. They had the Buffalo reverse proofs last year. They were issued here by the Mint. I think they were issued about 1,600, something like that. It was a 1-ounce coin, and they sold on the floor for up to 2,500. They sold on eBay for over $3,000, and now you can buy them at under 2,500. So they obviously, it's the same situation, and they went nuts for those. They got them all to the grading services. They were trading actively on the floor and on eBay, and now they're back to with that level or below. So that's what happens. It's always a short-term issue. It's a situation where it's all the excitement, and to have one right now, to be the first one on the block to have one, and then all of a sudden the market collapses.
It's too bad you can't sell this market short, though, Barry, right? Yeah,
we'd love to, but trust me, I'd love to be able to do that.
Yeah, so if you're really looking to spend $4,000 or $5,000 on something that might actually appreciate, give Barry a call, and he'll put you onto the right things, because there's actually things that are worth something that aren't going to go down in value, that are only going to go up in value. Don't bother wasting your money. Wait, if you really want one of these, wait 6 months, right? It's going to be 6 months before the market collapses for this thing?
No, I don't think it may not be that long. Maybe quicker.
So
the Mint is going to probably stop. They say it's unlimited. They've already sold. The estimate is about. They made 40,000 ahead of this launch. With the estimate yesterday, between physical delivery and website, they sold about 60,000 was the estimate, and they're probably going to make better than 100,000 of them. So it's not going to have any real rarity value other than maybe a special label. But so if you really want one of them, you could probably wait for that, or maybe buy one from the Mint website now. But I wouldn't pay the retail crazy eBay internet price right now. I definitely wouldn't do that.
Yeah. So just wait around, and your time will come. And there's no point in really, ponying up the kind of money that they're asking. And hey, Barry, so the meantime, we can see a pattern emerging. Every time gold breaks 1,300 to the downside, something magical happens. It rebounds and breaks 1,300. Seen this 3 or 4 times in the past couple of months, right?
Yes, there's good demand. That $1,300 level, every time it gets down towards like 1,285 or so, which is another support level right underneath that, there seems to be a lot of buying coming in, a lot of long-term interest between bargain buying, major purchases. We're talking tonnage of gold, which has to be either a central bank or something like that. They report most of these central banks are increasing their holdings in gold, particularly in lieu of all the geopolitical problems that are going on, and whether it be Iraq or obviously Ukraine, or right now we're talking about in Israel. There's a lot of concern about what's going to happen around the globe, and there's a lot of money out there, with particularly interest rates at the level they are right now, that is looking for a safe haven, and obviously gold is the safe haven. So we see increased bargain buying, and it seems that gold's got a floor here, and 1,300 is a very supportive level, and today's 20-some dollar rally in gold just tells you that every time it gets down to this level, it just seems like a hell of a bargain. So I'm seeing that, and then obviously today's rally in gold also helps silver. Silver had cracked down below that important $20 support level, got down to I think around 1975, I believe was the low, and now it's back above $20 also. So the interesting thing is the ratio. Now the ratio is about 65-1, which really does favor silver at the current time. But gold seems to be the strong boy here. It seems to have the real strength. Obviously, if it wasn't for gold strength today, silver probably would not have followed. But you're seeing a lot of accumulation, a lot of concerned investors out there around the world that want to have a position and increase their position in gold.
Yep, that's for sure. And more on the strength of the precious metals markets when we continue on the Financial Survival Network.
FSN Radio. It's all about what's next.
Urgent alert. Ex-Secret Service agent claims it's worse than people know. One of Obama's former Secret Service agents recently smelled a rat. What he discovered inside our government was so devastating, he only saw one option. He quit. What's worse, he fears what he found could affect your job, your neighborhood, and most importantly, your family, very soon. It's worse than people know, he said in a recent interview, and I'm not trying to scare you either. We too share his concerns. This is why we've devoted the better part of 3 years collecting solutions for nearly all problems created by intrusive governments, and we've succeeded. Go to hiddensecrets1.info to check out all the details. Our panel of insiders have devised a legal but sneaky set of solutions to help you reclaim your privacy from the NSA, opt out of Obamacare, and make a bundle from little-known investments and small business opportunities. Simply visit hiddensecrets1.info. That's Hidden Secrets, the number 1.info.
The Financial Survival Network. It's all about what's next.
We're back. We're talking with Barry Stuppler on the strength of the precious metals markets. And look, it looks like 1,300 major resistance point and a major bottom, if you will. And we got all these black swans going on here, Barry. I mean, it's like 12 or 13 minor wars that could, some of them are pretty major actually, that could really explode. We could see oil prices go up at any moment. It's just amazing to me that the price isn't at 1,500 with what's going on in the world, and that oil isn't even higher than it is. Oil's actually gone down. It's kind of shocking that things have held together as well as they have.
Well, one of the negative factors for Americans is the value of the dollar. The dollar has done really well. It's down to about $1.31 in euros. That's probably at least a 6 to 9 month high for the dollar. You have to realize as Americans, we look at the value of gold and pricing it in dollars. If you're a European, you would be looking at somewhere close to $1,400 or $1,500 gold because your currency has depreciated in terms of dollars. So one of the things that makes gold look cheap for us is the fact the dollar has been so strong. And on the positive side, the big focus is what's going to happen in Ukraine. Russia being a major gold producer, obviously, and with the possibility of sanctions, that could affect their delivery of gold or their sales of gold, which obviously would help the price of gold, as well as many of the ounces of gold that are produced by Russia are kept for their central bank. They're constantly building up their reserve. And you're seeing a lot of central banks around the globe buying at attractive prices every time it gets to attractive levels. So they're providing the support. So you've got, this war in the trenches, people selling gold because they think that the dollar is going to rally further. And in terms of dollars, gold should be sold. But at the same time, you've got the bulls on looking at what's happening around the globe. And the fundamentals for gold have never looked better, particularly at this level. Since we've seen the high at 2011, gold's come off about half the last run up, and it looks like it has tremendous support here. So the buying is coming in. Physical demand is up substantially in terms of gold. We're seeing that around the world, both in China and in India. And even if they're smuggling it into India, they're still bringing it in. So at the same time they're seeing that, we're seeing a lot of physical demand in the United States increasing also, not just from the mint sales, but from a lot of the secondary market sales. We're seeing that. And demand for collectibles in terms of gold collectibles has been very strong also. So this show the show that I'm at the convention I'm at is a major coin show. There's two major auction houses having auctions where literally $30 to $50 million worth of coins will be coming up for sale. And I'll be an aggressive bidder on a number of the coins myself because I've got clients who want high-end numismatic quality, rare coins. And that market's never been stronger than I've seen it now because there's just active bidding for high-end collectible coins right now.
And Barry, I mean, you've been in this business. How long have you been in this business for?
I'll
approximately.
Say a little over 50 years right now.
Yeah. So
and I'm feeling old to say that.
So obviously, you've been through it thick and thin, through a bull and bear market. And, the past 3 years, we've seen the price just really kind of collapse. But in your opinion, we're still in a bull market, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. We had a correction in 2008 when the financial markets collapsed. We had the problem from 2008 through 2009. Sure, we had a correction. All what we call investables. That's a high-grade investment quality collectible, whether it be rare paintings or cards, classic cards, or baseball cards, or rare coins or stamps. All those markets pretty much took a real bad beating between the latter part of 2008, the early part of 2009. They started coming back in the latter part of 9, and then by 11, we were back into a nice, strong market. And now we're in 2014, and the market's very robust. The demand is there. There's millions of dollars chasing high-quality investments. If you look at what classic cars have brought, the Ferrari that just recently sold, some of the masterpieces that sold in New York at Christie's and whatever are bringing record numbers. And coins are of all the investables out there, rare coins are probably the best one because you've got good liquidity, active markets. You don't need to put it into an auction house to sell your coins. There are probably 50 to 100 market makers for investment quality coins on a network that dealers are connected to one another, that follow the market. So you've got the best liquidity of any investable out there. Plus, you've got good appreciation and a true rarity. So it's a fun market to watch and participate in, particularly when the coins set new record highs, and that's happening a lot recently. So it's just fun to watch because you look at the activity, the fact that collectors are very happy because they're building collections, they're putting them on the registries, they're proud of their collection, and they're seeing the appreciation, which is nice to see.
Yeah. So for a beginning collector, you have your choice between either buying bullion coins or you could buy some of the lower collectible coins. What do you recommend here?
We on our website, mintstategold.com, we have a whole bevy of items from investment quality coins to bullion coins. And it's whatever you're interested. Some people like the look of a brand new 2013 or 14 Buffaloes that are proof gem 70 quality, which is perfect with a deep cameo finish, and they're beautiful. They're brand new issues. They're priced like that versus other people like the older, more proven investment vehicles like the $20 St. Gaudens or the Morgan dollars or the Peace dollars. These are coins that were made in many cases 100 years ago, and they're in incredibly good condition. They're certified by PCGS and NGC. They got a great track record of appreciation. We show them all. I have markets and try to keep good inventories of all those levels of items because we have collectors who are building nice collections of either Peace dollars or Morgan dollars or $20 Saints or any of those. And that's the fun of it. I mean, you can literally put anywhere from a couple $100 into a nice quality coin into tens of millions of dollars and build an extraordinary collection. So that's the fun part. It's the fun part. You're not only investing, but you're building a collection of something that you can either keep for your retirement or pass on to the next generation. It's a way of passing on wealth, which is very nice.
Yeah, that is a great thing. And I know for myself, starting out just buying bullion coins and then others, it's just been a lot of fun. And a great way to store your wealth, especially when you've got these crazed sociopaths in the world's capitals doing everything they can every day of the year to destroy it. And you just don't know where they're going to stop. And every time you think they've gone as far as they're going to go, they do something else that just makes your eyes roll back in your head. You just don't know what they're going to do next.
Yeah, so that's always been a concern. I mean, paper is paper. I mean, a dollar is paper. They can inflate the value or deflate the value as they see fit. Gold is the only real form of wealth. Gold and silver has lasted for literally thousands of years in terms of being able to transfer wealth, preserve wealth, so that whether you retire or you're looking just to help your kids get an education. It's the way to do. I put all 4 of my kids through college with their precious metal holdings and rare coin holdings because I'm a believer. Obviously, I've seen the appreciation. I've seen the demand. I've seen the destruction of paper money, and I'm a believer. Most people I recommend 10 to 15 to 20% of their assets in rare and precious metals or rare coins. I'm one of those guys who I'm comfortable at 90%. So I just have watched it, been seen what lived through the good times and the bad times, and realized that the only real direction is higher. Yep,
I think so. And on that note, just give us your website again, and also how you get that report that you so generously make available every year.
Well, our website is mintstategold.com. Mintstategold.com. On it, we have the daily blog that I post, which I'm about to post right now for today, and the weekly market report, plus a lot of investor information, plus a lot of coins, precious metals, rare coins that you may have an interest in looking at, or at least spend some time on the website. The average person spends about anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes on our website just looking at the information as well as the products that we offer. Obviously, they're linked to the spot price of gold, so prices and silver are constantly changing. It's an e-commerce website, so it's interesting to follow. You can actually follow coins up and down. So that's the website is our e-commerce website. As far as the site that you're talking about is coinmag.com. That has our 2014 gold report, which is that 60-page report, which I sent you a hard copy on. It's also available. You can download it on a PDF, or if you want a hard copy, you just give us your email and we'll send you a hard copy. And that's the report that's the one that has Janet Yellen on the front, sticking their head out of the U.S. Mint.
That's the one. So, Barry, thanks.
That got a lot of attention.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. And for all the right reasons, too. And thanks so much for being on, as always. And links can be found on financialsurvivalnetwork.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our free newsletter. Get the first 5 chapters of my book, Forget Wall Street, Go for the Gold and Silver 2, for free. Barry, we'll talk to you again real soon. Be well.
Thank you very much.
FSN Radio. It's all about what's next. Go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com and sign up for your free weekly newsletter. You'll also get 3 free reports. The Financial Survival Network. It's all about what's next.